friend, my name is Brianna Goodwin, and thank you so much for watching my video that shares just a little bit about our awesome Mary Kay opportunity. Maybe you are one of my fabulous clients or friends who watched it for me, or maybe you're one of the fabulous clients or friends for one of the people on our beautiful Be Good Winners team. And just for watching, we love to send you a fun little gift in the mail. And so when you were doing that survey after the video, you got to choose a lip kit or a foundation kit. And so this video is going to help walk you through what comes in your foundation kit, how to use the foundation, and some really fun specials that we have just for you for watching. So what's going to come in your kit is you're going to get this little card here. It's going to come with your foundation primer and your foundation that you are matched in. And we're going to go ahead and write your color on there. In case it falls off or you miss it, the foundation is always written on the side. So you're going to see ivory, beige, or bronze, a letter like N, W, or C. That's for your undertone in your skin. And then the number is the level of lightness or darkness. What also is going to come in that kit, of course, is going to be a fun little piece of paper sharing a little bit more about our Mary Kay business opportunity. Okay, the other piece of paper that you've got in there is going to be this flawless face sheet. And this is a page right out of our catalog that's going to have all the foundation types, colors, and add-ons like concealer and things like that. And then on the back is going to be a little special. So get ready to watch this tutorial video. And then at the end, I'll go ahead and show you how you can get a really special deal from me or the beauty consultant who had you watch this video. Thank you again. You made such a difference in her business, and we really, really appreciate you. All right, let's dive into putting our foundation on. Here I am, barefaced, going to do my makeup with you. So in your foundation kit, you're going to first start by grabbing this foundation primer. So this is the actual bottle of it. The foundation primer has an SPF 15. I'm going to be doing just half of my face with you today so you can really see the difference of each side of how it looks before and after. So this is a silicone base foundation primer. It is so silky and soft. So what this is going to do is it's going to really help absorb any excess oil throughout the day. It's going to help blur your pores. It's going to help your foundation go on super smooth and silky and not settle into fine lines and wrinkles. And it also has an SPF 15 in it. So you're going to get a little bit of extra added sunscreen on top of whatever SPF that you're using. So just doing half the face right now. Then we're going to go into two options. We have our under eye corrector and we have concealer. So under eye corrector only comes in one color, and it is a peachy tone. And what this is specifically for is to correct your under eye. And the reason that it's a peach undertone is it's to help counteract dark circles, purpleness under the eyes, help with any puffiness. So you're going to get to see the difference of me using that here in just a second. And then we have concealer. Concealer is going to be more for covering over imperfections. Like I had a fun little pimple want to visit today, or any dark spots or sunspots that we might have on our face, or discoloration. Now mine is going to be fairly light because I'm very fair skinned, but this does come in 6 shades. I will be using deep ivory today. It comes in light ivory. It also comes in light beige, deep beige, light bronze, and deep bronze. So we definitely have some options there. So starting with my under eye corrector, I'm going to just do a little dot here in my inner corner and a little dot right here in my outer corner. A little bit goes a long way with this under eye corrector. You can use a concealer brush. You can use our beauty blender. For the sake of time right now, I am going to use our trusty liquid foundation brush. Absolutely love this brush. It's angled and it's really nice because it can get even in these small areas. So this is meant to really use liquid and give a really flawless blend. You're going to notice that I take some of that excess and I'm putting it on my top lid, making sure to get in this inner corner where we get dark, and just blending it out around the eye. So we can already see an instant difference here where we see, almost encaves in right here, a little bit purpley, to where it's just a quick little eye lift right away. Okay, then I'm going to go in with my concealer. And I'm just going to pop this on top of any little imperfections. I have a little dot right here on my chin. I think I had a little dot here on the side of my face. So I'm just putting little baby dots because again, a little bit of this goes a long way. And I'm going to come in a patting motion and just press this into my face. And look how that just goes ahead and starts to hide any of these extra imperfections that we want to hide. And I'm kind of blending it out from that spot so we don't have any harsh lines and you're not getting just like a dot of concealer underneath your foundation. So boom, see how that just covered up that area right away. So that is our under eye corrector and concealer. Then after that, we have a couple options with foundation. In your sample, you probably are getting a sample of one of our matte or our luminous anti-aging foundations. This is an extension of the Timewise skincare line. So it's going to have that resveratrol. It's going to have those age-fighting peptides. It's going to have that vitamin B3 to help brighten the skin tone. So this is healthy foundation for your skin that's going to help your skin, but also a perfect match. So this comes in a ton of tones and the perfect tone for your face. So that comes in a matte formula for oily to combination skin. So if you have a little purple stripe on the back of your sample, that is what that means. And if you have a little pink stripe on the back of your sample, then that is luminous formula, more for normal to dry skin. So our luminous is going to be great. Again, if you have that normal to dry skin, maybe more wisdom skin of fine lines and wrinkles, or really wanting that glowy finish. Our matte is going to be great for our girls who struggle with acne, maybe are really oily, or just want a nice mattified finish, no shine. So those are our two options with that. Aside from this foundation, we also have a CC cream. I absolutely love our CC cream. This stands for complexion corrector. So this is kind of like a tinted moisturizer on steroids. So it is evening out redness. It has an SPF 15 in it. It's color correcting your skin, and it's a lightweight foundation with a moisturizer. So I love this if you're more of a sheer gal with your foundation, want a very natural look, run out the door. Maybe even if you're a big makeup gal, this is your like run to the gym or run to the beach look. And fun fact, I sometimes mix the two. I mix my matte foundation with my CC cream for like a blended look as well. We do have cream to powder foundation as well, if you like more of that finish, and then we'll get into powders in a second. So I'm putting a little bit of this matte foundation on the back of my hand, just as my palette. You could put it directly on your brush or on your face. I'm going to go ahead and tap into getting a little bit on my brush, and I'm just going to stipple a couple of dots. And you're going to notice I am pressing into the skin with my foundation. So that way, instead of a blending, instead of a maybe paint striping, I am just pressing in right now. And as it starts to then dry and settle in, then I might start to do these sweeping motions to where I blend anything out. And you'll notice my last sweeping motion or brush application is always going down, because unfortunately that's the direction our little fun peach fuzz likes to grow. And so I like to finish in that direction. Okay, so again, we're just doing half the face. I'm having to remind myself muscle memory. Here, you're going to notice I'm pressing into also the hairline. So that way we don't want a line in between our hairline and our foundation. So we're going to just get down in here. We also want to grab that eyelid again because it likes to get, lighter veins. And we just want to just make that look all even. And then when I barely have anything left on my brush, I'm going to come down my neck area, and your foundation should match well enough that you are never having to go past this section of your neck, because we should be able to color. Now, top question I get as I let this settle for just a second is that sometimes I have some gals who want to look a little bit darker. And so they tend to go maybe a shade or two darker with their foundation because they don't want to look pale. What I highly recommend is match your skin exactly, match your neck exactly, okay? Because that's going to look very natural. But then if you need to add in color, then girl, we're going to hook you up with some bronzer, contour, blush to give your face some of that life back into it, okay? So if we notice this, looking at this foundation, still looks like my skin, really lightweight, not sticky. And then we are looking at this side and look at that coverage that we're getting. Even you can see my pores in here. Look at how they're covered on this side now. So huge difference, but still lightweight like your skin. Now powder. Okay, today I'm going to be using our Silky Setting Powder. That is like a loose mineral powder. What I love is it's hydrating. So it's, if you're a little nervous, if you're more on the dry end and you're afraid of looking cakey, this is really finely milled, has a little bit of hydration in it, our silica. So that way you're getting that nice powder finish, but not drying out the face. So I just put it in the lid here. I have my big fluffy powder brush. I'm going to tap it in here and then tap off the excess. And again, instead of going into a swooping motion, you're going to notice I'm just tapping it into my skin and just pressing that powder all over. Going to go back and grab a little bit more, get as close as I can to the under eye just to help set any of that under eye corrector. Go in on my forehead, not going to miss the eyelid because we don't want that to crease under our eyeshadow. We can do our brows and everything later. You'll get to see that finished look in a second, but boom, look at that powder finish. Look how smooth. Look at how it took away the shine. Face feels like butter. Absolutely no stickiness, heaviness whatsoever. So we have this side done and this side not done. Okay, two other options for powder real quick, and then we'll do a final touch, is we also have a press powder. So you might see in your little kit that you can get a little perfect palette. I have eyeshadows, a blush in here, and then you can put in a pan of whatever pressed powder you would like. So if you want more of a mattified look or on the go powder, you might love our pressed powder. That also comes in 6 different shades, and they are magnetic, so they can go into any of our palettes. We also have a translucent powder. So this is going to be a clear powder. This is good for any color skin tone. This does not do any back, what is that? The light flash or whatever, when you take a picture, it doesn't do any of that. This is an extremely fine, beautiful, velvety mill, meaning that it is not going to look powdery whatsoever. And it's just going to take shine, and it's going to be a beautiful veil on your face. Now, this is perfect, even though it's bright white. It will settle into your skin right away. So this is great on any ivory to deepest bronze skin tone color that we have. Okay, now the last piece here is I'm going to take our finishing spray. I'm going to shake it, and this is going to be like hairspray, right? That setting spray. It's not sticky at all, but to really allow our foundation to stay and not budge all day long. It's also a great little refresher. It's going to help mattify. You could also use this underneath to start with if you're a really oily gal, and finish with it as well. So that is doing our full flawless face. All right, I have my full face back on, right? After seeing that. So this is the foundation from earlier, but I just went ahead and finished my whole face. So you can have a full looking face of makeup with our foundation, but still feel like your real skin. Now let's dive into this special for you that you want to connect with me or your beauty consultant of how you can get all the things for a really cool discount. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen on here of the foundation kit special. And that way we can just walk through it real quick. Okay. So the foundation primer that I used in the very beginning to blur out imperfections and keep that foundation all day comes in it. You can do the under eye corrector or a concealer. So that's an and or option. Then you're the foundation of your choice. The liquid foundation brush that you watched me apply everything with, that makes it look like that flawless finish. And then a powder of your choice. This one is showing the Silky Setting Powder. So normally this is a $95 set, and you can get it because you watched the video and you helped your consultant with her business for only $75. So you're going to get all 5 of those pieces for only $75. Now, if you watch me maybe use something or talk about something in that video that you want to do a little bit extra, you can add one item from this little area below, any item for 20% off. Okay. So you might need to grab a concealer. You like the idea of that CC cream, of that tinted moisturizer. or you want a palette to put your pressed powder in, or you love the idea of having a finishing spray to really help have that extra mattifying or hold all day long. Everybody loves a good beauty blender, right? Or you want maybe a different tool of our brushes to add on. So those are just some ideas right there. So while you're thinking about it, just text your consultant and say, hey, girl, I want to jump on this foundation kit special. Here's the color I love. She's going to match you in your perfect powder, your perfect concealer. She's going to have all the answers for that. And I hope you enjoyed playing with your foundation today. Thanks again.